It's Week 7 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Browns' rocket-armed quarterback. He got a chance to rest and heal up last week on the bye. It's the Browns and the Ravens coming up next.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year, but when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll go up the middle here. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one, and to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Mariota. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
there's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Mariota's throw pulled in by Woods. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, his 3rd touchdown now on the air. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll run right here with Swift. Oh, good move. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Keenan Allen, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shot. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. But, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Back to it after the pick-6. Mariota. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. To the air again, Mariota. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year, with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. On 2nd and 9, Smith. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Here we go.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. And he keeps.
Let's go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Josh Palmer. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Mariota on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. To throw Mariota. This is caught. It's Woods. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Jared McKinnon. Touchdown number 50. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Johnson for the extra point try. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's all ready. halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to him.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 2nd and 11 now, Smith. They still can't get him. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 33. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mariota now. And his throw here's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
And Smith's throw there complete to Allen.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Geno on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 50, it's Smith.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
Again, Smith. Going back to Allen. He's got him again.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
He gets it to Cooks.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Mariota now from the 50.
He'll drop that down to Hubbard, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you get to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, a dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Mariota. And it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota.
He's got his man, Thornton. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And they're going to speed things up here.
They'll try with McKinnon.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2nd down, McKinnon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, they've got to give a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. A loss loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Moss on the give up the middle.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Smith on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Returnable here from the 38. 6-yard return after a punt of 48.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain.
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could...
After review of the play.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Here again is McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he's in. Touchdown. Marcus Mariota scoring on the sneak for the yard out.
And the Browns have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
They'll try the air now with Smith. He's got Allen.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there. A nice game.
And he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Ready.
They'll try to run with Swift.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
You think about this strong safety position. They're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
Throwing is Mariota. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Mariota. Open man here is Conklin. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Mariota again. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Mariota to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Browns touchdown. Marcus Mariota. The 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now for the PAT, here's Johnson.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Brian Ager now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And taken right on the 30.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
First down, Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Mariota.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
4th down, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Mariota. This is caught. It's Woods. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Johnson's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So the Ravens now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Smith.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Browns, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2 and 4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.